Hello everyone, over here at Southern Fried Knowledge. We got an ice storm going on. I'm having a bad hair day, obviously. You hear my rooster out there somewhere in the world freezing. Let me spin it. There's a dog. I don't know if you can see the icicles hanging off of this tree here. There's ice back there on my fire pile. All these trees have a little layer of ice on them. You can make out the ice on this tree. If I can show you, hanging off the roof, we got icicles. Well, if I can find the roof line. Oh, he's stuck. There he went. It's so cold till my camera's freezing up and ain't turning like it's supposed to. Damn, dripping off. This ain't icy right here on the sidewalk right now, at least. Got ice there. I see layers of ice on the shingles. Ice hanging off of some of these leaves, you can't really tell. Check out these vehicles. I don't bust my butt on the grass. Let's see if that's not icy. Got ice hanging. It's getting a little crunchy though. There's ice. Check this out. The grass is crunchy. A whole layer of ice on there. That is just thick. Look at that. Back that up a little bit. I don't think I want to walk out there on that slanted. Look at the back. Icicles here. Icicles there. Icicles on this tree. Look at that. That's cool. Icicles on my garbage can. There'll be icicles on me in a little bit. It's cold out here, y'all. More ice over here. The windshield's pretty thick, but I hope I don't find a patch of ice out here. That is thick with ice. Look at that. I don't know if you can tell how thick that is. Ice up under the hood. Come check out my van. Check that icicle workout. And this right here. Look at that. Is cool how it done that. That is cool beans. Ice on my trees out there, they getting weighted down. Look at that. Look at this layer of ice with water going under it. You see that? That is cool beans. Got a running board. Got ice on it. Oh, my hand's getting cold. Y'all don't know how much longer I can handle this. Thick layer of ice back here. Look at that. Lumpy looking stuff. That's ice. Layers of ice. Look at that. It's just layers of ice there. That is cool how it done that. And it's freezing how it's doing it to me. I got ice on my tires, look like. Ice is dripping down into the cracks on the rubber. It's sticking. That's weird. Okay, that's all I got right now, y'all. I'll show you more on my ice storm later. Look at these bubble gaps. Layers under that. That is cool. I don't watch out, I'm gonna have ice on me. Yeah. Bad hair day on an ice storm. Stand by for more. Let's show a little bit of the backyard. Ice hanging off of my stuff out by the pool. Ice hanging off of the pool. Ain't frozen there. It's just barely freezing enough for this dripping water to turn into ice. Ooh, look at the wheelbarrow. That is cool. Look at that. I can't even turn it. You know, complete frozen tire with icicles on it. This bad to the bone right here, y'all. It is. I should take a picture of that. Hold. Look at that icicle right there on the handle. That is an icicle there now. Uptown icicles on the back of my lawnmower trailer. I've got icicles hanging down in here because I got broke stuff in here. Yeah, there's icicles up there. These broke panels. I'm gonna have to hurry up with this. The ground is crunchy. I don't know if I can make it up this hill. Look at the dog turds in my backyard, y'all. That's what happens when you let a dog live with you. It fills up the backyard. That is my crabapple tree. He's taking a bit of a hit. Here's my grapevines. Check that out now. Everything's froze. With a cool bean layer of ice on top of everything. Icicles all back here on the fence. Icicles on my little piece of wire that I used to tie the gate open with. Look at the ice. You can't see, well you can. There's ice on every one of these drills. That is neat. That's froze. I've not been able to open it. That's froze pretty good, y'all. A little bit of ice on the building. Look at this bush. It's got ice on it. Frozen little branch. Frozen branches in this trash can. Look at the ice in the fire pile on them trees. These trees over here. A little layer of ice on the straw down here, the yard clippings. Ice all over that fence. Oh, I know one thing. It is cold, y'all. There's ice on these blades of grass out here. It's ice. Look at that. It's like rigid now. That is cool. Ice all over this fence. Every one of them links has got ice on it. There's a frigid birdhouse. Very cold birdhouse going on right there. Look at the ice in this tree. This tree sticks me when I mow. Now it's coated in ice. I didn't notice all this grass had grown back up. It's like I need to get out here and mow whatever it is. This seems to like the cold weather. over here and take a look at my cargo trailer. I believe I see some icicles on there. At the bottom, we got icicles. Around on the tongue, the bottom, over the fenders. There's actually a layer on the side that is covered in ice. This whole surface of this thing got icicles. All right, center this thing again. Icicles dangling down from up there all across here. Whew. Look at the water flowing under the ice. Can y'all see that? That's neat. Making more ice. Got ice on my air conditioner out here. Icicles up on the building there. Icicles on that light. Can you see that? Oh, my camera's gonna freeze up. I know my hand is getting. Oh, check it. This old chair I leave sitting out here all the time. Got icicles on the bottom of it. That's supposed to be an old leather chair. But that is the coating of ice. Look at that. Check that out. The whole back of it's like that. Check it. I hope I don't find me a patch of ice. There's a weed right here by the. Straighten that out. Look at that. I don't know if you can see this. This thing right here has ice on it. A blade of grass. Got ice coming down the birdhouse. Ice coming off the big building. Oh, that gimbal keeps locking up. Ice coming down the big building. I think it's so cold out here the gimbal keeps freezing up. Don't think I'm moving that fast. I know one thing. My fingers is getting cold out here. I should have, yes I do. I have icicles on my ladder here. And I'm getting dripped on from the big building. I can't stand here long. I'll turn into a popsicle. Icicles on top of that tarp. I hope that don't tear that rest of that down. Icicles out here. Look at the pine trees. They're weighted down from the ice on them. They look funny. Go check one of these pine trees out. Look at the ice on it. That is cool right there. A big old layer of ice on there. That is neat. It turned it solid. That is crazy. Down here, don't have much ice up on there. It's protected, but out here, ice everywhere. We're gonna have to start wrapping this up, y'all. My hand, like I said, is getting pretty cold. Those trees look crazy, don't they? Spin it. Spin it. Does it spin anymore? Picture of me in one of my trees. Yep. Spin it back the other way. Yeah, I gotta start winding back to the house, y'all. It is cold out here. I wonder if I can shoot through there. I don't know. There's too much ice in there. I think I'm gonna go back around. This hand is getting bitter cold. I gotta get back in the house. You know, I'm a ways from it. Dripping off the building there. That is not, my ears is even getting cold. Fella stayed out here very long. He'd get frostbite in a hurry. Got some old compressor heads with ice hanging off of them. There's an old vacuum pump covered in ice. It's cool how all this grass out here just covered in ice. Oh man, look what I forgot and left out here. That was my favorite good old hat. Oh man, that is just the sad thing. I will not be wearing this hat today. That is bad. Oh man. Wife's gonna laugh at me. I just had this hat on yesterday. I wish I had it on now, but I don't want this on. No, sir. This hat is crazy. Icicles over there. Ice over here. Ice hanging off my little windmill. Get my butt into the house. That's all I got for now, y'all. Thanks for watching. Y'all, my chicken's about to freeze to death out there. He done come up on the front porch standing on the mat. I went out there and got him some towels and put it in the porch swing, hoping he'd get up there. He done come off and shook off like a dog because he's so wet. It is cold out there. There was big icicles falling off the house, and I think that scared him. Poor little chicken. My wife won't me bring the chicken in the house. I'm worried for his safety. He's shivering. Come here and look at this poor little chicken shivering.
We'll make him a box.
I don't know if he'd go in it, but I might could do that. Let's see if I got a box. I just thought he's giving me the eye. He's giving me that side eye. My wife will be proud of you.
There's a small black wrought iron table. You can set the box on and put it right by the gate where he.
They have to, but it's going to ultimately come back on the person analyzing conditions in their area. A lot of that depending
Okay, y'all.
on lived in the storm and making that
Spin it.
decision, whether to get on that.
I got my chicken over here. I fed him around the front of the house, brought him around to the side porch, got him a little plate of chicken feed, bird seed, whatever right here. I showed him this bowl up here on the front porch of his new giant chicken condo. There's a blanket in there. I don't know, I forgot. Since I was a kid, I do remember back in the day how stupid chickens are. So maybe he'll figure it out. He usually roosts right here behind where I put this big cardboard box out on that little fence right behind it. So I've left him enough room to roost. If he don't like his house, figured that house will be out of the wind and there's a blanket in there. So let's see if he figures it all out. I'm trying to keep him from freezing to death because he looked pretty cold earlier. It's gonna freeze again hard tonight, I think.
We're really concerned about trees and power lines coming out tonight based on the winds. In addition to areas where we see the freezing rain, ice accumulations. Even if you don't see freezing rain or any winter precip or any ice form.
Yeah, he's not used to all this free food around here. He's had free lodging, but he's been eating out of my shrubbery out there. They're gonna be spoiled, Mr. Chicken. Alright, I'm gonna leave you be, Mr. Chicken. Maybe you'll figure all that out in a little bit.